We have Dr. Moore as our Sergeant at Arms. Thank you for coming out this evening. We also have our treasurer, Mr. Leon Wire. He's here this evening. He's going to provide us with an update. And we're going to go right into the report.
Going to start off as we usually do with the stats for the 11th precinct. Year to date, we are down 41.9% in criminal homicides, which is significant. Sexual assaults are down 13%. Aggravated assaults, we started off at a steep increase, and we are now year to date down 3.7%. Our non-fatal shootings are down 27%. Our robberies are slightly up at 8.4%. Our carjackings are down 5.9%. Our burglaries are down 28.5%. Larcenies up 9%. And our motor vehicle thefts are slightly up at 2.9%. So I'm just going to kind of give my usual spiel, because I think that it's important that we keep in mind, do not, so when you leave your cars, for example, when you leave you go to your friend's house, you go to the park, and then you got your change in your cup holder, right? So I know you may be thinking to yourself, well, it's only 50 cents, it's 82 cents. Some people cup holders got $5 or $6 of change in there. That may not mean anything to you, but to the unscrupulous individual passing by your vehicle, that's $5 or $6, that's $2 or $3 that they didn't have. So it's not gonna cost them anything to bust your window out for that $2. So I constantly, I took my son to dinner with one of his friends the other day, and his friend thought he was gonna leave his backpack on my back. Whoa, no. So I went around, I opened the trunk, put the backpack in the trunk, closed the trunk. So those little tidbits keep you from being victimized. Another thing I can't stress enough is those clubs for the cars. If you have I suggest on any of the newer model, kind of smaller SUV, General Motors vehicles, the older General Motor bigger SUVs, Chargers, 300s, and Kias. If you have any of those, please get yourself a club and use it. Can't stress, like, these are some of the smaller things that are going to keep you from being inconvenienced. I just want to also I want to thank the officers of the 11th Precinct. They've been doing a fantastic job. I don't know if you noticed, we've severely upticked our officer presence over in the John R area, as well as our usual work that we do kind of during the summertime on the 7 Mile Van Dyke area. So thank the officers for all of their that. Turn it over to Samantha.
You said it all.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Okay. Any questions for the captain, for the commander? Anyone online? Any questions for the captain or the commander? Okay.
It was an incident that had happened on Joseph Campo in Nevada. I don't know if somebody got shot there.
So I meant to, I have written down. We had our Faith in Blue that day. And so then we did, unfortunately, we had a shooting there earlier. And so we had a prayer there just for the peace of the neighborhood. So that is just kind of interesting, because Pastor Peterson, he was in and he came, and at first he drove by. I thought something happened. I was like, something did happen. Come on. So unfortunately, we did have a shooting there. So as part of our Faith in Blue, which was a week we had last week, we had a prayer there. Actually, I think, kind of good. It was in the neighborhood, so we invited people out.
There was another incident that had happened on Conant and 7 Mile, I guess somewhere near that Church's Chicken.
Yeah, the barricaded gunmen last week, I want to say Tuesday or Wednesday. There's a young man who lives on Mitchell near 7 Mile, was upset that the owners of the auto shop parked in front of his house. So he goes to the shop with an AR-15 rifle, and he threatens the shop owner. Then he walks out and he goes back home. So the police were called, and we found out that we recovered the gun, but however, he had came there, put the gun in the basement, and he had left. So we know who he is. Just trying to locate him. He does not live on Mitchell, except he lives somewhere in the area. That's what happened there last week. I think it was last week Tuesday. Yes, ma'am.
Is there a drug house in that particular area?
I'm not familiar if there's a drug house or
I
not,
thought that had happened a few weeks before that.
but I know that particular house, I was told there is some adults that live there who are alcohol abusers. And they have little incidents there all the time,
Okay.
you know. And so that could be why the police was there, because they have friends come over to drink with them, they get to arguing because they're inebriated. And then they start fighting, the police is called.
Okay.
Did someone get, the owner of that Turkish chicken on the stick, was there a shooting up there at the Turkish chicken?
No,
It wasn't.
it was, no, they associated the guy walking with a gun at the shop, which is north side 7 Mile,
Right,
with 7 Mile and Conant, the Turkish chicken, but nothing happened there.
okay.
There was a shooting across the street from there, about a month ago. Guy, they tried to rob him at the store, and there was a shooting there, but it was not Turkish chicken.
Okay.
They do Mr. Banks.
Good, how you doing? That's accurate too, good job.
Oh.
I'm listening.
Okay,
Good
speak
job.
only facts.
We have a question in the back.
Yes. Good evening. My name is Miriam Smith. I am the president of East Davidson Village Community Group. And we are looking at, not being funny, foreigners that are creating these gates, and they also have big trucks. So we're wondering what's going on there. Is there some type of immigration smuggling, or what's the problem? Because we have had some incidents that has occurred in that area. We're right there in the perimeters of Joseph Campo, Burnside, I-75. And I also like to commend you guys for coming out, because there was a robbery right in front of my home. And I called, and they came instantly. Everything was on camera. I paid for those cameras, but we all need that. They need to do maybe a grant for door rings to get people, because this is how you capture individuals. We're trying to help the policemen too. We're advocates. I'm a citizen of the community, advocate citizen. Look, I haven't done any wrong. Check my records. I've never been to jail. Thank you, Jesus, for that. And I like to say, I like to keep it like that. However, we're all, if you're feeling threatened, which I have been since I reported the incident. So I like to commend you guys for doing your job, but you got to also protect us so we can continue to do what we do for you as well.
I have a question. You said there was an incident regarding the home, the large gates, or just the robbery, other things that happened in your neighborhood?
Yeah, I captured several of them.
Okay.
The first one was a robbery right in front of my home. These were African-American assailants that did this. We did turn in the footage of that to help out the police department. But since then, there has been a little repercussions. I see some things, you know, it's a lot of stuff going on. You almost scared to get involved with things, but you have to.
Excuse me. What type of repercussions?
Well, you know, like just name calling and riding by the house, throwing out stuff, because we keep our residents clean in that area. They're also bringing Joe Louis Greenway in that area. So you guys are really gonna have to beef it up, because you got people coming through there. And I think there's nobody white in here, but what happened was the people were white. So it was really, we had 2 big white officers came to my house to ask me what had occurred. Why does it have to be that ethnicity for them to respond so quickly?
Well, I don't think that has anything to do with race. We have, here at number 11, we have several teams that handle different types of crime.
Okay,
And so those 2 officers are on our non-fatal shooting and our gun
gotcha.
squad. So they respond for incidents that occur using a gun.
Okay.
Not that they were white males, they were on that particular team.
Well, and I'm not trying to be funny about it, but you know, we in a predominantly African-American residents, and they see these 2 cops. And I think that's where the repercussions, so that's why I'm trying to, you know.
Oh, we have a question in the back? Okay, can you stand up so we can hear you a little bit? Thank you.
I'm Mrs. Party, I'm friends with them. I want to know, this is not my area though, but I drive out that way. Finland and Outer Drive, every weekend, they leave that like blanket, both sides red. The ones going west, they do not stop. Only one stops is the one crossing across on, Thin Line. They have to stop. If they don't stop, they get killed. They need to stop that light from being every weekend, like Saturday, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They have it blank. Why can't that light remain the same? And why they just do that right there in that area? Those cars have no mercy going across. And they be flying
What time of the day is that, Ms. Cosby?
all day.
The whole weekend, lights are blinking.
The whole weekend is terrible. And they run that light, and see, they run that red light, they don't stop there. They run that red light, and they go straight on through, but you must stop if you're going across Thin Line right here. You better stop, if you don't, they'll kill you right there. And it's a shame that that light stays that way, a whole weekend. They act like they're on the freeway.
I don't know why they would have to
So
blink.
somebody needs to stand there, sit there and see what I mean.
They don't have school.
School is not-
Open door.
All right, Ms. Cosby, I'll look into that for you.
Yes, please.
Okay, do we have any other questions?
I got comment. I
Yes.
just spoke with Sergeant Spruce and I came in, I was telling him on the corner of Fairline and Loose. They are running the stop sign. My car been hit once and almost got hit again the other day. So he said he was gonna put somebody over there, but actually it's like, I say about midday to evening. I mean, they don't stop. They just go right through the stop sign. I know they police used to sit over there at the by Lasky's in the parking lot. And but now they don't sit there anymore. So the guys just, I mean, like, I stop right here, I'm pulling off and then they just come straight to the stop sign. And I've been hit once. Almost hit again the other day. So something needs to be done about that. They constantly running them. They don't care.
Okay. Any other questions? Concerns? Anyone online? Are there any questions? Okay. We're gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna go ahead, Mel, I know I said I was gonna get you next, but I'm gonna bless her heart, get her out with her baby, because I know. So introduce yourself, and if you could go to the podium, that would be great. All right. Come with me, come on. Come on.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. I am Kenzie Kern. I am the Deputy District Manager with the Department of Neighborhoods. I work alongside Payan Assessment. And thank you for having me. This is my first 11th Precinct meeting, but some of you I know I've met or I've talked to since I've been on this team. I only have 2 things to share. I have my partner with me today, so I can't stay long because, you know, he's quiet right now, so I'll just say that. We have some good information to share. On October 16th at Farwell, we are going to be hosting a meeting regarding the land value tax plan. The time is 6 o'clock to 7:30. Alvin Horn, the director of the tax assessor's office, will be in attendance. I really encourage you all to come. Come with your questions, come with your concerns, come with your feedback, because this is an opportunity for you to understand what the land value tax plan is about and be able to share any questions or concerns that you have in reference to that.
That's about raising our tax.
No, not exactly. It's not about raising your taxes.
Because they got a petition going around to get rid of Scott Benson. Because they said that he's raising our tax, trying to raise our tax.
No, that's not exactly what that is about. The land value tax is to decrease your taxes, and it's going to affect certain areas like vacant land and areas such as like junkyards, scrapyards, people who have property on land that's just sitting and blighted, heavily blighted, things of that sort. I'm not heavily savvy in it, so that's why I encourage you to come to the meeting, because you will be able to ask those questions and get your answers and things of that sort. So it's October 16th, that's a Monday, at Farwell Recreation Center at 6 p.m. We will also be sending out a flyer through Gov delivery as well. And secondly, get to the fun stuff. Halloween in the D is on October 31st. As you know, we do trunk or treat, and then we also have locations that we pass out candy, which the 11th precinct is a precinct that will be passing out candy from 5 to 7. We also are looking for volunteers. If you'd like to volunteer as well, you can go to Detroit Gov/Halloween volunteers if you'd like to volunteer. Or you can also reach out to Tony Stovall. She's our volunteer coordinator. Her contact number is 313-224-2900. Repeat that. 313-224-2900. Also, I brought with me some resource guides that are over on that table. It has my contact information along with Ayana's contact information, and I've also left some business cards. Does anybody have any quick questions for me or have any feedback? Kinsey.
Ms. Kenzie, what was the ordinance that you guys are gonna be talking about?
We're gonna be talking about the land value tax plan.
Is there anyone online that has questions?
She had a question.
Yes,
Oh,
I
I'm
have a
sorry.
question.
Yep, can you stand up, please?
Yeah. I have been trying to contact the office to get some information regarding starting a block club and who is in charge. There's like 3 different block clubs claiming the same territory.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get some clarity as to who is claiming, who actually do have the rights over the territory.
Have we spoken?
We both in one.
Okay, so let's talk. Let's talk about, I know we talked briefly and we're trying to figure out who is in that area.
Okay.
So I will, can you call me tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
On October 16th, but anyone from Lansing will be there?
I'm not sure if anyone from Lansing will be there. I don't think so, but we will have some, we're gonna have more than one meeting. There will be more meetings. And we also collabing with McKinney. And I know he's a House representative from Lansing, so there's gonna be more meetings. There will be more meetings. It just won't be one because we want to make sure that we are able to educate and make everyone aware about what this plan is for. So that won't be the only.
So these are about the vacant lots that you have next to you, that they're trying to maybe go up or go down on the
Yes.
price or whatever.
Yes, yes,
I've been hearing a lot about that.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
City council.
yes. I was there.
We got a question online.
Good evening.
Hi, this is Dr. McTire, President of the Cary Rogie Hilldale Block Club. Just a quick question regarding the sidewalk repair. Earlier this year, we were encouraged to submit applications for that. What residents are noticing is that sidewalks are being repaired in front of vacant houses. And people have been asking me about that. And I tell them, well, you all got a plan and it's being rolled out very carefully, but the truth is, I'm not sure all the time that's accurate. So can you give those of us who will get questions like this an idea of the time frame of when that's actually going to take place? I know I sent a text to Kayana, but I know she's real busy, but I'm glad you're there. So yeah.
Well, thank you. That's a good question. So more than likely, if you're saying sidewalks that are being replaced in front of vacant lots, either that house was recently demoed, and they have to repave the sidewalk that's in front of that vacant structure of the house that is demoed. As far as the sidewalks that you have not, if I'm hearing you clearly, you're saying that.
Yeah, no one's had their sidewalk repaired yet. Because we've put in several applications on the behalf of various residents, many of them seniors. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so what I could do, if you can give me a call tomorrow, I can
Okay.
definitely ask that question. I'm not sure of what the turnaround time or turn time is,
All
but
right.
I'm sure, some type of status I'll be able to let you know. On
Is
that.
your information in the chat? Could somebody put that in the chat for us, please?
Yeah, I can give you my information. My
Oh.
cell phone number, and everybody write this down as well, is 313-236-3504.
Mm-hmm.
Kenzie Current, just spelled like Mackenzie, Kenzie. It's not Mackenzie though, it's just Kenzie. Last name Current, spelled just like current event.
Okay, and you
Right.
are the assistant to Kiana Sessoms?
Yes, I'm the deputy manager to Kiana Sessom.
Oh,
My phone number again is 313-236-3504. And my email is kenzie.current@detroitmi.gov.
all lowercase, right?
Yes.
Where you get your application from?
The applications are now closed. What? Yes.
Yes, it's horrible.
Yes.
I don't really hear anything about it, that's what I'm saying. Don't nobody email you from Scott Benson and tell you about different stuff.
Well, there are newsletters. I know, we send out newsletters. If you go on to DetroitMI.gov, you go onto our website, you can go on and you can elect to receive information across the city. So say for instance, you go on to District 3. You can subscribe to receive information either to your email or your cell phone numbers. And it also prompts you and it asks you, would you like to receive information from the 11th Precinct? Would you like to receive information from Council Benson? Would you like to receive information? It gives you a whole list of things that if you elect to do it. So I highly encourage you to go onto the city website and do that, and you will get alerted every day. You will get an update on what's happening.
Yeah, no, they supposed to be tearing down the trees, by you. When I got the information, it was too late. And they said they was only gonna cut down the disease trees. And that's what I'm hearing now.
Well, I do
It's
apologize.
first come, first served, is giving me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to really get on the ball.
I
And I'm gonna, hey, the sidewalk is all messed up.
I understand. Also, Kiana and I, we host a monthly community meeting as well. We have one coming up on the 24th, I believe it is. It's on a Tuesday, the last Tuesday of each month. And it's a virtual call. And we typically have different presenters on that call as well. And we go over the things that are happening in the city.
Yeah, because I keep getting messed up. It's beautiful. But you've been here all your whole life in Detroit.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
And that's something that we are kind
It's
of
first
are
come,
working.
first served. It's like,
Yeah.
going to a restaurant, the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Are they still cutting the trees down?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They'll come out and survey. If you're on that list, they should come out and survey. I don't think they call you and let you know when they're coming out to survey.
Well, how do you even know? I mean, that don't make sense. So you don't know if they've been out, surveyed the tree to let you know if they're gonna cut it down or not.
There is a number that you can call. Mildred, you can call me and I can give you that number.
Okay, you can be over there tomorrow.
It's okay, I'm gonna answer. No, I'll call back.
Ms. Lucky.
Yeah, let's go ahead and grab Ms. Lucky.
Hi, I just had a question of, how do I get in, into the virtual call?
For our community meetings,
Yes.
there is a link. If you text me, I can send you over the link in the flyer.
Okay.
Okay?
Can you send it?
Right.
I can make sure the community get it.
Yes.
Okay,
Can you text me and say, hey, Kenzie?
I will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Speaking about, my name is Ruby Ryder.
Hi, Ruby.
Speaking about the trees, I talked to Kiana Sessom.
Mhm.
I talked to the deputy mayor Benson. I had to come out and walk around in my block,
Mhm.
and I showed him the tree. I didn't show him this one particular tree, but it had still, by the ground, and the lady has tears there. So they cut some of the tree down and got it sitting on the side, but there are trees that's hanging over this property, and they have the pictures. And so I don't know when they're gonna remove them, but they need to go because it's one that fell from the lady's house, it went sideways instead on the roof. But the other one, I mean, it's right on the verge, on Charlie and Desmond. Two humongous, I already had one cut some years ago. It was on Cassie. I mean, on Ely, I'm sorry, so, because I'm the one that actually have a lot of stuff done, our block covers in the making. Yeah, I already got the name and everything, it's just that I gotta get with her and I'm also talking.
No, I'm familiar with your situation, so I do know Kayana is working on that, so I do, yeah, I'm very familiar with that. So I'll make sure.
Just got one quick question.
Okay.
I missed out this year. Can I possibly, y'all wanna have something?
Well, listen, I just equipped you with all the information that you need to get. So it's like,
If I put
honestly,
my application in, and I get some next year, what from?
you have to be, it's just like, you know how you have to, you wanna call Comcast or DTE and you have to, or whomever, you have to call, wake up early, or maybe federal income taxes, you know how you have to get up early and call and be on the line at 7 a.m. That's what I encourage you to do.
I know,
Like, you have to
anyway,
continue. Call and register, yeah.
I wouldn't think, but also the alleys, they did someone, I think like. One alley in our area, but the rest of the alleys need to be cleaned up. I mean, the weeds is all overgrown, we haven't had anything done, so.
So the alleys are the private homeowner's responsibility to clean out. It's not the city's responsibility to clean out.
The mayor said he's gonna have those cut down, I mean, it's terrible.
I can't speak to what the mayor said, if he said it, but I do know that the alleys are the responsibility of the private homeowners. Now, typically, when we have the beautification every year, or the clean Detroit, you know, we form a group, thank you, to clean off the alleys. Now, if it's an alley, your alley that you want to be cleaned out before it gets cold, we can't organize. We can do something to organize and have volunteers come out, but as of now, if it's in your alley, it's the owner's responsibility to maintain that part of the alley.
Cause see, I know what you're referring to because we had a company come and they cleaned our whole alley out.
Absolutely.
But right now, you would never know because they're not kept up now. So it looks like they've done nothing. So it's that pathetic. So, you know, you tell the houses they keep upstairs because it's me. When you look down that alley, all that work they did is gone to the dogs.
But see, when I'm at, we got a lot of seniors over there, I'll be 73 this year, I mean, I don't mind cutting, but it's exercise for me, but I'm just saying, it's just never been touched.
Yes, well, reach out, give me a call and we can talk and we can kind of organize something before it gets cold and before, we're already losing daylight. So if we can organize something through volunteers and come out there, we can do that.
But it seems like the 7 mile and 6 mile area don't get touched at all.
Thank you.
You know, it really does. It seems like we can be over in that area and we just paying our property taxes, keeping our houses up, but it seems like 6 miles, 7 miles, anything towards Cronin and Joseph Combo is not getting touched at all. I don't care what you say, we can get up early in the morning and be on the line, and we still are not being touched.
I got one little question about that. Okay, about the alleys. I'm saying right quick. Okay. Behind me, you got land bank behind me, okay? Land bank don't clean up nothing, nothing. But if I keep mines clear, then how can you go down the alley when land bank don't clean up anything? And I can show houses, they look real bad.
Can you tell me the address?
About land bank, I didn't call about the land bank properties, nothing's being did.
Can you send me the address of that property?
It's about 3 or 4.
We'll send them to
Yeah,
you.
there's a whole lot of illegal dumping going on.
Yeah.
It was a boat on 6 Mile and Hassie, and I thought, hey, somebody was fishing. That was out there for a whole. Right.
I get it. I know. I see it. I ride around. I have pictures and I did a walk and talk with Mildred. I did a walk and talk with a couple of people within in that area. So I do understand it becomes frustrating. The sooner we have somebody come pick it up, somebody is illegal dumping again. However, it does still take a collaborative effort. I can't see everything that's out there, so I do depend on you all to reach out.
No, I called
To reach out to me and let us know.
I texted Kenyana.
Yeah,
And showed her the boat, told her wasn't nobody fishing there, okay? And then I looked up about 2 days later, it was gone.
yeah.
So
So
we need to be people in the night doing.
yes,
stuff.
yes.
The
And
night
if you,
crawl.
and when you see it, if you see people illegal dumping, call 911. You have your MPOs. That's what we're here for. If you see it, but if you see it after the fact, it's very important that you either reach out to myself or Kayana. It's also an app that you can use called Improve Detroit.
Yeah.
Improve Detroit. You snap a picture of it, it uploads right to the department. Say for instance, if nobody has come to get it within those 2 weeks or however many days, definitely reach out to myself or Kayana and say, hey, I uploaded this to the Improve app and no one's picked it up yet. And we can kind of get that moving a lot faster.
Yes, I'm sure they have block grants available, to help the people out a great deal. Can we also put cameras? We need cameras. We can capture these individuals because we don't know who they are. And we've gotten out there and volunteered, but we're tired of cleaning up somebody else.
I know, and I do have illegal dumping signs as well. I have some in my car. I don't have a lot.
But that's not doing anything. We need to capture them.
Yeah, no, and there's an option for cameras, so that's something that we have to talk offline about. There are options for the areas that are constantly being dumped on that we can. put
There's a
cameras
lot
up.
of grants that they can
Yeah.
allocate some funds to.
Yeah.
I mean, the city of Detroit and government, they got all types of grants, especially for mental illness and things of that sort. And it's running me crazy, these folks doing this stuff. So y'all don't run me now.
Comment, please. May I speak, please?
Absolutely.
Miss Currency, this is Shirley Birch. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Ms.
I
Birch.
just wanted to hi. I first wanted to comment on the alley situation. I also am a member of the DeQuinda Block Club. What we did to assist the city as far as keeping the alleys clean, we hired our own handyman to, like, once a month during the growth days, we hired that person to take care of the lawns, as we call them, down the alley. The problem with the city is that we could never get anyone to make the people the next block over would be Mark Street, okay? And we could never get anyone responsible to clean their share of the alley. So the DeQuinda Block Club people began to just do their half side, but that still didn't help the debris from the other side going over into what we cleaned. So it used to be a program before the mayor shut that down, that we have what you call the gated alley. You could get a gate across the alley, and we did that. That does prevent some of that illegal dumping into our alley. So I don't know why the mayor stopped that. Ms. Currency, you can please check on that. And may I have time to explain, please, the progress of the DeQuinda Block Club, which now is a double block club. I wanted to share, Ms. Currency, and everyone there, Ms. Jackson and Commander Pritchett. I wanted to thank the Detroit Police Department because we are always complaining, DeQuinda, about the high speeding, trafficking going up and down the street. We have two parks on DeQuinda. One is at Emory Street, one is at Glicksdale. So we requested to the police, really, Deputy Chief Gardner, she's new in the area, and we hope she stays, that we requested anything you can do to prevent these people from flying down DeQuinda. They may hit a child or a senior citizen, So now we're almost ready to put up lower speed signs on DeQuinda. And that's because of the diligence of DC Gardner, and Commander Pritchard knows all about it. The other thing is that we want to congratulate our Detroit Fire Department. They had open house on last Sunday. It went excellent through the Lomax Temple Church that went on our behalf, and also the Doughboys from Pershing High School. I understand Ms. Ann Conley was there, and the principal. So again, we're about uniting this neighborhood, like the lady was speaking about 6 Mile Conant area, 7 Mile. You have to unite to get anything done, and that's what we've been doing. And we thank our police department, our fire department. But I may not get a chance to speak when Mr. Benson gets on, or if he's already gone. I just wanted him to investigate the Morton Manor apartments because the fire department did find out something that was not very pleasing about that place. And I know some of you all may know some of the people in the Morton Manor complex. So Mr. Benson, please, if I don't get to ask him, please ask him to go and check how it's being ran and the condition of that building. Now, are there any questions that I'd be glad to answer for anybody? Any questions for me, please? I'm still acting commissioner. I may not be down there every Thursday, but I'm still acting as the commissioner.
No, I don't see any hands raised in here, so, and I don't see any online either.
Okay, I'll see you on the line in case Mr. Benson comes on.
Okay,
Thank you,
just
Ms.
for the
Jackson.
record, he's not gonna be available this evening. He won't be
Oh,
in.
is there any way you can get, because I can never get to his office, is there any way you, as our president, could get to him to ask him to visit the Morton Manor and speak to the activity center?
We have one of his staff members here, Damien. We have him here. So.
Would you please tell Mr. Yes, okay. Mr. Damon, if you could please tell Mr. Benson to visit and speak to the activity director at Morton Manor.
And I thought he was.
What? Okay, so here's what's getting ready to happen. I will have Damien reach out to you later on so that he'll be able to give you, so you'll be able to communicate with, Councilman Scott Benson, okay?
Thank you, Ms. Jackson.
Yep, you're welcome. Damien, can you make a note?
Yeah, I have her information.
Thank you. Okay. Are there any more questions? Okay, so we're gonna move, because I know she has to leave, and we're gonna get our next group up. And the next group that we have up, and I'm gonna do this off the top of my head, is Love Detroit Prevention Coalition. There you go. Right now. Okay, so come on up, and you guys, let's do what you do. My red.
No, you're not.
I don't remember that. All right, good evening, everybody. Good evening. This is Alexa, and we are with Dr. Nelly's Love Detroit Prevention Coalition. Many of you took a look at the table that we have over here with the red ribbons, and we're hearing that it just talked to you a little bit about what Red Ribbon Week is all about. I thought it was a conference before me. So basically, there's a story that started Red Ribbon Week, and that is the DA agent. It's Camarina is his name. So he had an assignment, and he was on the verge of making a big, huge drug bust in Mexico, but unfortunately he was kidnapped by those dealers allegedly, and he has never been seen again. And because of that, his friends and family decided to post, wear red satin ribbons in remembrance of him and his sacrifice that he made for that. And I believe in 1988, is one of the first national red ribbon celebrations that kicked off. So what we do with the Love Detroit Prevention Coalition is that we encourage our community and our youth to participate in getting ready for a drug-free community. And Alyssa is going to share with you some of the participation ventures that you all can participate in as well.
So
We have a couple opportunities for you all to volunteer if you're interested. If you picked up a packet on the table, we'll start with the ribbon chair, the youth ribbon chair. It's October 18th from 5 to 7 at Farwell. We're gonna meet there and we're gonna have a big walk with the youth and volunteers to walk up Outer Drive and go door to door, knocking on families' doors and having them sign drug-free family pledges. So they pledge to keep their homes drug-free, provide a safe place for youth and their friends to come, pledge to remain drug-free around youth. And if they sign that pledge, then they get a yard sign to put in their yard all the way up Outer Drive. So after the 18th, you should see yard signs all the way up Outer Drive like this. So we do need volunteers. You can bring out youth, you can volunteer yourself. And we just need people to walk with the youth, to drag the wagons, to hand out the yard signs and to participate with the youth. Are there any questions about that opportunity?
I'm not in on the Outer Drive here, but I want to stand in my yard.
So if you sign up to volunteer for this event or the next event we have, you do get a yard sign today. So if you sign up to volunteer. Our next opportunity is the Spirit Week that Melanie will be telling you guys about.
So what we did was partner up with some of the schools in our main 3 zip codes. And right now we have Persian High School, Osborne High School. We're looking to bring forth Denby High School as well as Detroit Enterprise Middle School. And what we created was a Spirit Week to promote the drug-free community. So on Monday, they will be doing Proud to be Drug-Free, and everyone is expected to wear red to kick off that event. On Tuesday, it'll be Peace Out to Drugs. We have supplied all the students, or the schools with Lays. Lays. So it's Peace Out to Drugs. You wear the lay or the Peace Out gear or the tie-dye clothing. On Wednesday, it's Team Up Against Drugs. So they wear their favorite sports team, and because it's football season, that's going to be a lot of fun. Thursday is Lay Off Drugs, where they wear the lay or the Hawaiian shirt. And Friday is We Choose to Be Drug-Free, so they can support their school or their businesses. We also ask our community and our coalition partners to take place. And if you see a few of us have the red ribbons on, so if you would like it, if you haven't, please pick one at the table. You can start wearing yours now, and if they have any questions, we provided you all with the packet to discuss Red Ribbon Week. Or you can wear it during the week of October 23rd through the 7th. So if you want to take it, whether it's your neighborhood, your block club, feel free to join us in this Spirit Week to promote the drug-free movement.
It's the week of what?
October 23rd through the 27th is the Spirit Week inside the schools, but the actual week goes until the 31st, which I think is a good opportunity for going into Halloween because they are putting drugs and candy things at that night. Oh, I got the next one. So also too, social media is really, really big, right? So we're asking that you all promote it amongst your communities, amongst your block club and amongst yourselves. And if you use social media, please post it on your page and hashtag the Love Detroit Prevention Coalition. We're really excited to show everybody off in their participation in the red, whatever it may be. You have to commit to the whole week, but send us those pictures. Kids are gonna make TikToks, videos, PSAs. We're joining forces, of course, with the 11th Precinct and Detroit Police Explorer. So
What's
we're
that
looking forward to
hashtag again?
it is Love Detroit Prevention Coalition, one word.
Now, while you're busy doing that, our Michigan legislators are trying to get a law passed that children as young as kindergarten can use marijuana.
That's a little Monte grade.
You know, we are a coalition, the Youth Connection, hosts the Love Detroit Prevention Coalition. Those are things that as community members, we have and can have a word into. One of the things that we know is that in promoting policy, and when you hear of policies like that, if we don't speak up, or if we don't speak up, if we don't say, wait a minute, in our community, this is one of the things that we're looking at. These are some of the challenges that we're facing. And so that's part of what, one, we have been partnered with the 11th Precinct, I don't want to say for how long, but for a long time. And that we are looking at policies and practices, and we are going to be advocating for, if those things are things that are coming across our, across our table, we don't have to sit still for it as long as we have a voice and we have data and we show up and say, not on our watch. That's what this is all about. One of the challenges that we're seeing is that
there's fentanyl that's hitting our communities. There's another drug called xylazine that doesn't even respond to naloxone. You mean that we could die from. It slows the heartbeat and all that kind of stuff. What we're trying to do is to elevate the knowledge of our community, to educate you about what's going on in our communities, and then to give you ways in which we can at least address it or be present. You know, the red ribbon. If you want a lawn sign, sign the pledge, and I will make sure that you get a lawn sign, all right? If we have to order more lawn signs, we'll order them for you. The more red lawn signs we have in the community says, this community says no to drugs. This community is talking to our business owners. We did with our explorers. We went out into the community and the kids did stings. If you weren't aware of what they did, and they found people who were willing to sell loosies and vapes and things to kids under 21. All right, we've been working then behind the scenes and said, what are we going to do about it? Our kids asked us as adults, what are we going to do about it? And we went to our councilman, we went to other folks, we went to the city, and we went to licensing. Increase the fines. All right. That was one of the things that they're looking at doing. We're talking about making sure that if they get fined, they have mandatory training around, you know, checking IDs and things like that. We do have a voice. And the only way we can help promote this voice is if you help us show up and show out. This whole neighborhood should be painted red, because the guy who died, it was the children in the community that celebrated his life and what he was doing. We need you to do the same thing. We need you to take selfies with your red ribbon, your red outfits, your Hawaiian, I don't know what, whatever. Post it so everybody knows in this 11th precinct, in this 3rd district, we're saying no to drugs. And we're also saying, how are we going to protect our kids? I need you to help us do that. All right, sign my pledge. If you got your address down there, make sure and make sure you get a red sign in your yard. All right, so all over this 11th precinct, there should be red signs everywhere. The reason why we chose Outer Drive, it is one of the historic neighborhoods in the city of Detroit. All right, it's not far from our office right now. And the more people we have, the more red signs we have in the neighborhood says, don't come in here and do your stuff. All right. That's all I got to say. Sign the pledge. Drug free. Yes. You get a red ribbon here and you sign up. You got it already? Well, where's your red ribbon? Probably. Okay. Where next?
So we have one more volunteer opportunity. We have a local business pledge. So as we know, some of our retailers are non-compliant. So we're asking you to take one of these posters and one of these pledges and bring it to any local business in your community and ask them to sign the pledge. If they sign the pledge, then they get this to put in their door so that all of the community members know this is a drug-free place. This is a safe place for the kids to come and hang out after school. It's just a safe business to support. We can support the businesses who are going to remain drug-free and help keep our kids safe. So yeah, if you come to the table at the end, we'll give you one of these and a pledge, and you can just take it and take it to a business. We're only asking one, and then take a picture with the business if they're willing to do that. And then also you can share that with us and we'll post that as well, so that we can spread that business more and let everybody know that that's a business that supports our youth. Oh, also here, get a bigger. Oh, yes. No, that's.
Oh, that's it. We're a tag team here. How about that? All right, so if you have the packet, there is a pledge on the front, and the kids have one specifically for them saying that they're going to be drug-free. The one for the adults basically state that you support the Red Ribbon Week and you pledge to help the kids grow up to a safe and healthy and drug-free. There's a few sentences here. We're asking everyone takes that pledge, sign their name, but instead of school, we want you to put your zip code, because we do target everything by zip code. I know mostly everybody's in the same area, but if you're not, please put your zip code on that. Anyone else that does not have a package, if you want them signed, sign the pledge and put your name and address on the back, and we just teach you our contact information, and we'll teach you that you get a red ribbon in your yard.
While the flag black.
And that is my bill, and Dr. Deli, you'll be able to talk about the DEA take back.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
How many of you have participated in the DEA take back, bringing old unwanted medication up to the 11th precinct? You know, we're in competition, right?
Yes.
With every,
Okay, go to the toilet.
the golden throne.
Go, bro.
Right. We lost it by what, a couple pounds?
Yeah.
We lost the golden throne by a couple pounds. Okay, don't throw them in the trash and don't flush them down the toilet. Bring it up here. All right, when is August or
October 28th.
October 28th, between 10 o'clock AM and there it is. Here's a flyer, 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. You can bring it up here and dump it in the box.
Yes.
We are competing with every precinct. We lost to the 12.
Especially number 12.
12 have won it 3 times.
Taking
All right.
back the throne.
Right, so we need our throne back.
Right.
All right, and so we're serious about this. If you have any old, unwanted, over-the-counter veterinary pills, bring them up to the 11th precinct, all right? You don't have what? It should be in it's the last sheet, it's the last packet. We need you, you know, you can come up here. The best thing to do is dump all those old pills in a baggie. If they're in a blister pack, you don't even have to take them out of the blister pack. You can throw the blister pack in the box. All right, but the important thing is, the reason why this is so important is to get unwanted drugs out of your house. All right, if you've got grandkids, if you got, you know, animals, etc. One of the things the kids do, they crawl, they pick up, they put in their mouth. So one, we don't want any accident or overdoses. We're working with Children's Hospital. And one of the things that we're finding is that kids are getting drugged or old unwanted drugs and getting a hold of them. All right, so please look at your aspirin bottle and look at when it expired. I looked at mine, it expired in 2018. No wonder it didn't work. Right. So please, I mean, I've been doing this take back for years, and I finally said, you know, I got this headache, and I was wondering why it wasn't working. Look at the expiration. So look at any over-the-counter pills, any medication that you have, prescription or over-the-counter that are pills, you can bring it up to the DEA take back. We need to get the golden throne back.
Yes. Okay, you get it back.
All right, it's personal now. It is personal.
Yeah.
All right, I mean, we're like a pound short and 12 took us out. This can't be. We need the community to rally. I want to see y'all up here. We need to fill with how many boxes? 4 boxes at least. At least. The boxes are about this high.
Wow, I gotta really get the people that.
And now, you know, one of the things that's interesting, I think we brought, what, 20 pounds or something like that. Overall in Detroit, we have raised the bar across Detroit and the number of pounds of pills that we've brought back, over 500 pounds. But that translates into over 1 million pills. All right, those are the things that we want to get out of our medicine cabinets, clean them out. If you have, my mom, when she was sick, had a whole lot of meds, vitamins, all those other kinds of things. And so what do I do with them? And this is one of the opportunities. We do it twice a year, and we need our golden throne back. The golden throne is a toilet that, a children's toilet that I painted gold, but it's on a pedestal and it flushes, right? And it just sort of accentuates the fact that, hey, we're here in this community together, and we want to protect our kids and our families. And we also don't want to deal with diversion, overdoses, and deaths. And this is one way to do it. Are you with me?
And it says that number 11 better than all the rest of the precincts.
Right.
We have the best community.
We started this competition, you know, and it's just been skyrocketing ever since. All right, but 12 have beat us 3 times. Got to stop it.
Yeah, we did beat them once.
We beat them once, right? Then third took us out.
We've been coming in second.
Yeah, all
I have
right.
a question, Ms. Patricia.
This evening, I'd like to know, what is the time for that event on August the 28th?
10 o'clock AM to 2 o'clock PM, rain, shine, sleep, or hell, October, I'm sorry. October 28th, 10 AM to 2 PM. We're here, rain, sleet, snow, or hail.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Any other questions? So y'all gonna upload your pictures for Red Ribbon Week. You're gonna take the pledge if you want to sign in your yard. All right, we'll make sure that it happens. All right, and then we're gonna make sure that we take back the golden throne.
Yes.
All right, I got some.
And so I'm gonna get video of y'all when y'all drop y'all medications off, so we can brag to the rest of the precincts. They talk all kind of trash about us. Y'all don't even want to know.
So don't forget to sign the pledge and put your information on the back. Oh, look here, we got the signs that go in your yard. Sign the pledge. Wild Supply Flags. Wild Supply Flags. Yes, ma'am. You got a pledge? Got a pledge. Give me. Let me show you how easy this is. Uh-oh.
Okay, we're gonna keep this moving. I thought we had that,
Teach to get nobody's bad.
okay, okay. We'll go ahead and let you go, Commissioner. If you got any updates, you can step up to the podium. If you got any updates to give us, that'd be great. And good evening. Thank you for coming out tonight.
You're quite welcome, Madam President. Thank God for this opportunity here. Thank God, Madam President, DPD, those out in the audience, God bless you. My name is Commissioner Cedric Banks, Oversight, DPD. I just want to mention, I'll be quick with this, I'll be quick. We have something new going on in the community. What that is the Board of Police Commissioners is going around to every district, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're looking for the outstanding community leaders who've been outstanding in the community. And we will award you a plaque. We will put a plaque in your hands, a nice plaque for your outstanding work in the community. And also, DPD has some new technology out also. It's called a bubble wrap. When an officer gets within a certain distance of you, they don't have to tase you. They may not have to tase you. They can just hit you with the bubble wrap, and it just wrap you up. And it'll wrap you up real tight. Where you can't even get out that thing. It'll secure you in a secured position. The bubble wrap will get you secured in a secured position. And now, then we have our meeting this Thursday at 1961 East Lafayette St. John Presbyterian Church. That's gonna be at 6:30. That's our community meeting. Come on out. Come on out and partake in these events.
Can you get that date and time again? I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am. 1961 East Lafayette, St. John Presbyterian Church.
And that's what date? I'm sorry.
This Thursday at 6:30.
Thank you.
And you can hear the chief's report. If the chief is not there, he got so many great assistants. AC Ewing, DC Fitzgerald, DC Hayes, Franklin Hayes. He has so many great assistants if he's not there. But come on out and partake. And one more thing too, before I sit down. I head the Citizens Complaint Committee for the Detroit Police, Detroit Police Commissioners. I head that. Now, what that is it's a committee that handles all the complaints around the city of Detroit. And I deal with the Detroit police officers. And on October the 24th at 5 p.m., we will be having a committee meeting where Wayne State law students will be coming out, DPD will be coming out. I think Ross Jones of Channel 7 Action News will be coming out. And there's going to be a great meeting, and we'll be talking about how we can make things better with the community and DPD. That's going to be a great meeting. I remember about a year ago, AC Ewing had one in the 11th Precinct. Captain, you remember that one? And, we're,
Suburban Hall.
Suburban Hall, yeah, the Suburban Hall. AC Ewing had one there about a year ago, and it really went real well, had a packed house. Beautiful, packed house. These meetings you need to attend. They're incredible. They are really, really a blessing. You'll learn a whole lot about what's taking place in the community. You'll learn a whole lot about DPD. You'll learn a whole lot about DPD structure, their strategies, how they're taking crime down in the city of Detroit. You see how DPD is annihilating crime downtown.
Yeah, down.
Yeah, crime downtown.
Hold on, let me finish. Now, you know, here's when you gotta give them a lot of love back. Now, the fireworks downtown was horrible for many, many, many years, disaster. Do you know DPD have annihilated that? If any, you only see maybe 3 or 4 people arrested now during the fireworks, during downtown the holidays. That's incredible. We just promoted the captain to commander. The lady who, the commander to assist to a deputy chief who had been handling that downtown area. I voted for her to promote her. And I didn't know it was her. Franklin Hayes called me, Deputy Chief Franklin Hayes called me up that night. He told me such is up for promotion, and she handled the downtown area for quite some time. And she's the commander for promotion with the fourth deputy chief. And she has done an incredible job. Now, of course, you know, they're handling crime all over the city, yeah. But I'm just talking about downtown was a mess, man. That's a disaster. Families couldn't even go down.
So October the 24th, that venue will be located where? Because we didn't get that. Is that also at 1961?
No, ma'am. 1301 3rd Street. That's downtown.
Headquarters.
That's right, DPD headquarters, right. That's right.
Thank you.
And we gonna have DPD officers there. And residents, community residents will be there. And they'll be talking about issues of the community, issues they may have with DPD or whatever. It's a time to express yourself, and it's a time where you can sit in a meeting that, you know, just specialize with the community and DPD. So wonderful. And before I said, I just want to thank God for Shirley Burks. You know, I know Shirley Burks. I'm a young fella to her. She's been on me for a long time when I first started coming here back in 14. And she left a legacy on the board, man. Okay, I ain't no hater. She left a legacy on the board. Give it up to her. She all right with me?
Do you have any questions? Any questions online?
Comment, please.
Yes,
Comment. Yes, Ms. Jackson, and to the Commissioner Cedric Davis. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, Commissioner. How you doing?
I'm great. I just wanted to share with you, while you give the accolades to the different chiefs and deputy chiefs that handle downtown, please tell Chief White that Commander Pritchett, Captain Johnson, and many of the NPO officers are taking care of business in the neighborhood. I want you to specifically remember the name Deputy Chief Michelle Gardner, who goes above and beyond to protect us. When I speak about what she's doing, it's for the community. Mrs. Burst just happens to be the leader. As you mentioned, I've been on the battlefield for quite a few years, and I'm not tired yet. So I want to thank you, but you let Chief White know about this lady and to please leave her in District 3, number 11. Do not take that lady away. Can you do that for me? I'm listening. I beg your pardon?
yes.
Her name is Gardner.
Did you say yes?
Asking.
Chief Gardner, right there.
He said yes.
Yes, yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you need to keep in touch with me so I can tell you what's going on in District 3, so you can report it back to all the commissioners. If we work together, we can have a better neighborhood community in District 3, Commissioner,
ma'am.
if you work with me, all right?
Yes, ma'am. Can I mention something to you, Commissioner?
You all have a private conversation, because here we go with this meeting.
Yes, go ahead.
I appreciate you. Commissioner,
Can I answer? He said, go ahead, can I answer right quick?
make it quick. I mean, really quick.
Commissioner, every time you call me, I always call you back.
She must not believe you, but she didn't know. I'm just kidding.
You know, we got to communicate.
I got you.
We have a relationship.
I'm trying. No, you didn't.
I'm just saying, we have a relationship.
Am I muted now? Can you
No,
hear
there
me?
you go.
We have-
Okay, yeah. Leon, you want to give us our, I'm sorry, did we have a hand up? Did I miss a hand?
Yeah, okay, can you hear me now? Commissioner,
Yes.
Okay, he fell off. Okay, Leon,
Yes.
we're gonna, would you like to give you, Leon's gonna give you an update. We haven't really done an update on our treasure just because, you know, it was COVID, when no money was coming in, blah, blah, blah. So now we are making a little movement with the money that we have in the account, but please understand, it's really no money. But what little we have, we're gonna tell you what we're doing with it and how we're moving forward, okay? So I'll let the treasurer, Mr. Leon Wire, explain it to you.
Good evening. Currently, we have $953.04 in our treasury. Over the last 2 years, we've collected, we've had $10,000 in donations. Okay, so we decided that because we're getting that much money, we need to change the structure of our police community relations council. So what I did was I registered us with the state. We are now a domestic,
No, wait, I had to pull it. I know, right? Oh, my God.
I don't know how we got to get old.
Oh, wait, you said me, you know, and then- you want me to go along with you. Okay, you keep it going, don't you wait on me. I'm stuck now.
But anyway, we're a corporation, a domestic nonprofit corporation. Okay, what I did last week when I registered us with the state, I also went to the federal government and requested an EIN number or a tax number. Okay, once I get the tax number, which should be this week, I'm gonna go put us in, become a 501c3. And that way, when we get money, when we get a large amount of money, okay, it'll be tax-free. The 501c3 that I'm putting us in for, we will be able to have at least $50,000 tax-free. Now, I don't see $50,000 coming in, but who knows? You know, we may get
I'm
$50,000,
working on it.
you know, yeah.
Anything is possible.
Very aggressive president over here.
I'm making it work.
So that's the update to our organization. And I will keep you posted with what we do and when we do become a 501c3. Any questions? All right, thank you.
And just so that you guys know what we did with the money, the 10 grand actually came from Sharif Panadar. He is the only one have ever done anything like that for us, ever. And with that, we did these Ring doorbells. That's how you guys are getting these Ring doorbells. It's because of the money that he gave us. And then with the money that was left, we also did fire extinguishers and we did smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors. So all of that money, this is what it was for. So we have given out the fire extinguishers, we have given out the smoke detectors, we've done all of that. So what we're doing, we got 3 more that we're gonna give out again today. And I wanna say so far, we've probably given out about probably a good 50 easy. So I have to say, I mean, that was information that, we were able to do what we were able to do. And that's my fight. They got more money than I'll see in my lifetime and you get ready to start sharing. And that's just my motto now. You're gonna share with the community. We need to be here to help our officers. We need to be here to do whatever we can. And my next goal is I want to get Alexa plugs. Those Alexa plugs you can control from your phone. So if kids have to come in now, of course, that is getting darker earlier now. Kids are still at school with sporting events and things like that. What I want to try to do is now get where you can plug in a light and the kids can control it from their phone. So that they don't have to come in, even grown folks, not just kids, anybody can control it from their phone. So they can just turn on and say, okay, I'm getting ready to come in, you can light it, you can schedule it to come on, you can do however you want to do it. But that's the goal. I would like to get, well, I have a number in my head that I want to get Alexa Plus so I can at least make sure the people that attend this community meeting, you all will be able to get one. Okay, so that's what I'm working on now. So, but just wanted you guys to know where the money went. So, we just not sitting on 10 grand. No. That's where they are. Other than that, do we have any other questions? Okay, I see it way back there in the back. I see you sitting back there, sir. How are you this evening?
Hello, how's everyone doing?
Good.
Livingston from the U.S. Attorney's Office. I bring you greetings from U.S. Attorney John Ison, who is from this neighborhood. She's been here before. I think one of my colleagues might be on the web. I don't know if she's there, but greetings. I don't really have any reports. I just we think the precinct leadership here for supporting our work to reduce crime in Detroit, and that's all I have to say.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for coming out tonight. Appreciate it.
So just to kind of, and thank you for coming. I have to give a big thank you to the U.S. Attorney's Office. They have assistant U.S. Attorney assigned to our precinct. And they come almost we have crime brief meetings with our crews as well as other local law enforcement. And they come and they are attentive and they have been helping us in this area specifically. So thank you to the U.S. Attorney's Office.
I think it's on the table. Yeah, they are. Make sure you guys pick up. This is an event for the community. We're doing a leaders and the residents of District 3. There are flyers on the table. Make sure you grab them. Let's talk about race, a community listening session. That's going to be October 25th. That's going to be at the Farwell Recreational Center. There are flyers on the table, so make sure you pick them up if you didn't already, okay? Next year, and I'm saying it now so you be ready for next year. Our next Faith in Blue that we have next year, I want to see everybody in this community out there because not one soul was out there. So my lips was very twisted. Bottom line, next year, we're going to make a plan and we're going to have our community to come out to our 11th precinct Faith in Blue. Okay, so I'm putting it out there. So put it on your calendar a year from now that we're going to give you guys information of where we're going to be. And it's always in our district and it's very pretty much close by. You guys need to attend. Okay. All right. Any other questions, concerns, issues? Yes, ma'am.
That particular venue, I never received because I would have been an advocate for it. Also,
make sure I have your email address too.
That is on that form. I
Yeah,
haven't been
okay.
here in quite some time.
Okay.
Also, there was a venue that took place at Buddy's Pizza. It had us as East Davidson Village Community Group representatives there. I had no idea about that venue either. So it's miscommunication. If we're not getting information, we can't support you.
Exactly.
So it goes both ways.
Exactly, and that one about buddies, I had no clue about it all to just see so I had no clue.
And I was at that meeting.
Okay.
Me and a couple of people I brought her with me.
Okay,
And they was trying to make it seem like I was prejudiced, and I don't appreciate that. Because the Bengalis, the Arabs, whatever they are, they're taking over all the houses, they putting all these houses they get, you go down over in my area, check all the trash out there by them houses, please, man. And then I reported where they dumped right across the street from me, I watched it, I didn't take a picture, I'm directly across the street, they dragged the pole across the lot, they got it on the side, on the bird. They got stuff over there, you can look at that pole, their fence that they have there, you can see 2 parts of that on the bird that come from that house. And I'm complaining, I had concerns about it, I talked to Sergeant Spruce, so they brought me in a civil rights thing, and I don't appreciate it at all, because I'm not pregnant. But they're the ones that's taking and putting all the stuff on the bird, and it's been sitting there and hasn't been picked up yet. And I don't appreciate it. I gotta look out my door, see all these tree branches and stuff, because for one thing, they lost a lot that they never should have been there, that I took care of for 31 years.
They need to be
And
checked,
they
but
took,
they
they
don't
took,
understand
they
the
cut down branches, they put all the stuff over there on Dassner and Fenlock, between College. And you'll see it's still sitting there, hasn't been picked up, and I've been calling about it, nobody's picked it up. They put it out there, I watched them on my own eyes, the lady and the kids. And when I called, and when they came out there, the land bank came and had them remove the fence, because they put it up there illegal. And they're doing that all around the city. If they get a house next to a vacant lot, they put a fence on it like I said was there. I've been taking it out 31 years. But I finally got it.
well,
Land bank made me
that's
take
the
that
blessing
fence
there, you
down.
got it, okay, yeah. Damien, you come on up, because I don't want to forget you.
All right, thank you.
How you doing this evening?
Yeah, I give it an A-.
Thank you.
So, hello, everybody.
Hello.
I'm Damian Mitchell, your community liaison for Councilman Scott Benson's office. And it's always a pleasure to be able to step in office and handle the concerns of the people that's in my neighborhood. So I'm proud to do that. And secondly, I'd like to say, if you are proud to be a resident in the 11th precinct, could you give the staff here a round of applause? They definitely work hard, and even outside of their regular schedules, they still do work that nobody even kind of knows. So I appreciate that. But it is good to see it's a lot of active community members, and in this community, people know who their representation is. And I've been to Montana, India, I've been a whole bunch of places, and it's not this many people that know who is responsible for the things they're responsible for. So I'm proud of that also. Tomorrow, the Matrix Center will be having a job fair from 11 to 2. So it's important to help people get to work. People that need jobs need that opportunity. So I'll have a flyer on the back, and it's gonna be tomorrow from 11 to 2 at the Matrix Center, 6 Mile and Gratiot.
For all ages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Also, I was appointed as a board member for the Good Fellow organization, which is a beautiful organization. So I have applications that I leave on the table also. So if you know any people that might be experiencing some financial hardship, you can give them the application and the Good Fellows to make sure that they got a Christmas box on Christmas. So. Okay, I don't know if you spoke about the hookah ordinance, but the hookah ordinance was passed last week that allowed, let's see. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to get more details about the details about that specific ordinance that was passed last week, so I ain't gonna speak about that one just now. The councilman will be here at this meeting next month, so he'll be here to answer any questions that you have. Let's see. We are at the Matrix Center Monday through Friday from 10 to 6. So when you have any issues, you can call If you don't want to call, you want to come down and see us in person, we have the district office at 6 Mile and Gratiot, 13560 East Magnificent. You come in, drink a lemonade, drink a water with us and tell us the issues that you got. All right, and yes. And if anybody need us to bring the councilman to see you on a Friday, we take them out in the community on Friday. So if you have an issue and you want him to see it firsthand, you just call us and we'll put it on the schedule and bring him to your house and he'll walk through the neighborhood or whatever you want to see. Because we want to make sure that he is responsive to the community, because we got a lot of people that felt like he wasn't being responsible. So we make sure that on Fridays he get out. So if you call us and say, hey, I want him to come on Finline and see this issue, we'll make sure that's on the schedule and you can talk to him and see about the issue. So that being said, any questions? All right. So I thank you for allowing me to serve you, and I hope you enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have any questions online or any comments or concerns online? Any other questions or concerns in the room? Yes, ma'am. Can you stand up a little bit so we can hear you? Got such a little soft voice.
I live on the area, but that's for the Grove Street, our family's been there for like, since 55 years. And my sister, she owns like 4 property. It's a little dead street. And we just want to see a little bit more police presence. So we got spoken with downtown, you know, prior. And we just want to see more police presence over there. There's not a lot of housing, there's not much, a few of us is still on our property. And we just want to see them ride through there, come around, and let the president, you know, because there's an activity that's going on, we shouldn't have. And we've seen it instead of a long time. We just want to see, we know that it's more police presence. Then it wouldn't make a difference in what they can do, ride them out on bikes and one thing we have no difference. So if they could just show up more, it doesn't matter. We out with the night, daytime, it's police cars.
You said lynching, but I'm sorry, I didn't hear the
Right between Lynch Road and yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Russ, you got any information for us? Anything you need to update us on? How you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. I just drove back from Lansing, came straight here. Thank you for your invitations. I've been in Lansing for 8 days about the Detroit land value tax plan. And I have a write-up on it if people want copies of it. But there's a lot of resistance in the legislature. Three days they put vote dates up and they haven't happened because the votes aren't there to support the plan. And so if you have a minute, I'd like to explain a little bit of what the concerns about it. Because I know the city's point of view, and I've discussed it in the city, and Dr. Moore heard me talk about it a few times. But there are severe constitutional issues because the Constitution says all our properties are supposed to be assessed at actual cash value. And you know about the 600 million and the years of overtaxation that's still going on. It's been going on for a couple of decades. We've been over 7. So the Constitution, this bill proposes to double the tax on our land. Then they say on the structures on the land, they'll reduce the taxes. But that's based on assessments that have not been made. And so it's not clear when those new assessments are made, whether there will be a tax reduction. And that doesn't come through in some of the presentations. And when you look at some of the literature that's talking about this, they say average 17% reduction, but when you look at the average homes that they're evaluating, it's much less than 17%. So I want to talk to people about that. The Constitution also says that tax policy has to be uniformly applied, period, on all properties. This bill proposes to cut some taxes and raise it on other people, sometimes doubling it on other properties, especially commercial property. And this violates the Constitution. So legislators are very hesitant to approve this bill and recommend it to be voted on by Detroiters. Because if they say you should vote on it, and it's unconstitutional, they're misleading. And so that's where some of the resistance. I spent 7 days in the House talking to people. I talked to just about everybody in the House of Representatives on both sides. And I've done the same thing in the Senate today. And there is a lot of hesitation about this bill for this and some other reasons. And some of the reasons the city gives is we want to punish people who don't use their land right. But taxes aren't meant to be a punishment. We have code enforcement, that's proper. Go after all the life you want, right? But you don't do it as a tax policy. And it's very uneven. And so I won't take any more time, but I do have a document. If anybody raises their hand, I'll bring one to you.
Okay, here's what we gonna do. We either gonna wait till the end of the meeting, so it doesn't get disruptive, or we'll have them here on the table. But you guys can get them. I'm not gonna stop you from doing that, but I just wanna wait until the meeting ends, just in case there's some chitter chatter, okay? So just hold tight just for a minute.
Okay.
And then you can go ahead and go for it. So, yes, Dr. Moore.
Okay, next Tuesday, October the 17th is gonna be an evening city council meeting at the Child Age Right Museum. And it's gonna be about the charter mandate. And Comey Young II, at large, the councilman at large, he's sponsoring it, but all of the city council people will be there. And he's gonna have, from 5 to 7, they're gonna have like cake and coffee for him. And then the evening city council meeting will be probably from 7 PM probably until 9. Cause it's gonna be from 7 to 8, and then they're gonna have public comment, and that might last another hour, 8 to 9.
He's celebrating Coleman Young's birthday. So they're gonna have a birthday cake.
From 5 to 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the Love Detroit Prevention Coalition. Our red signs, our ribbons that we have in our yard. How long we keep them out there? Can we keep them out there? We could be 18 to the 31st. Okay, it's okay.
Is it 16th, what's today? I gave my thing. The 16th to the 31st.
16th, okay.
And if we, hold on to put them out there, then we start seeing them show up, put them out. We made the pledge, put them out.
Okay.
It's gonna be annual, it's gonna be annual.
Yeah.
Yes, so hold on, here, take them out and bring them back.
Yeah, I got. We got back in for the snow climb, okay.
There you go, that's right.
Okay, thank you. Okay, do we have any other questions or concerns? Any issues you want to address? Anyone online? Is there any issue you want to address? Room?
I have one.
Okay.
One of the things I did share earlier is that, we have a lot of family, friends, folks that we know that may have died from an opioid overdose or from fentanyl. And so if you come to our table, we do Narcan training and we give you free Narcan. And we want to do it for all of our community and anybody that asks, all right? And we'll come to your church, we'll come to your PTA meeting, whatever you want us to do. We have trained every Detroit Police Precinct, we're training at the headquarters, and that we will give you the Narcan for free, and if you use it, we will replace it. Tomorrow is the DEA summit. And if you have lost a loved one to a fentanyl, and you may have tomorrow available or free, come let me know. And if we want to invite you to come to the summit and hear your voice and talk directly to the DEA. The special agent in charge of the DEA is going to be at that meeting tomorrow. We're going to do a Narcan training there as well, but we're also going to be talking to the community about what we need to do to address the drugs, but also what is the DEA doing about the influx of drugs.
Now, if you have a Narcan kit that has expired.
Narcan Spruce has our additional Narcan that we can provide for anybody in this precinct that has gone through our training.
Okay.
And then it just needs to, if it expires, we will replace it. If you use it, we will replace it. All you have to do is let us know.
So that venue for tomorrow, do you have that location and?
Come talk to me about it, okay, because you're gonna have to register or we'll make sure that you get there. It's at Wayne State University and it's all day.
Thank
What about people online, Doc?
It's not gonna be online. It's
I'm
all,
saying, people online.
Oh.
want to do things.
can they call you? You know? Email me, gdudley@theyouthconnection.org. If you email now, Heather will get it. And my executive assistant, and then we'll make sure if you're interested in, let us know if you're interested in coming. I'm sorry it's such late notice. We did set out as much as we could, but it is tomorrow, it is all day, and it's for anyone, any family member in Detroit who have lost a loved one and opioid overdose.
Any other questions?
I got one statement.
Yeah.
So the hookah ordinance regulates hookah lounges because it wasn't any regulations regulating them. They was popping up everywhere. So now they're being regulated. And then under that same ordinance, the police chief was given authority if a business, let's say someone gets shot at the gas station. Some gas stations open up maybe an hour after the incident. So now the police chief got the authority on when that business gets to reopen. So that was passed last week. So.
We needed that. We need to be able to make those decisions.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, absolutely. Questions, concerns? It's 7:38. We got two ring doorbells to raffle off. So we're gonna raffle these off. If there's, I see a hand in the back.
I wanted to make a comment. I was here when the young explorers did their presentation about
Yes.
the race that they were doing in the community. And I just want to say, Dr. Dudley and your crew and the officers there, I think you guys did a good job with that. And kudos to you. And also, I want to say at that night, coming to these meetings, I don't live in the community, but I have a business in the community. So I try to attend the meetings and participate in the different things that's going on out here. So at that meeting, not only did I come to hear what was going on in the community and see the explorers, I also got a contract to do vision services through the Detroit Youth Connection, a 16-week contract that they last month, but they extended it 4 more months. And out of that program, we've seen over 200 people, 200 eye exams, and maybe about 190 glasses that were all done free. Thanks to Dr. Dudley and her. Community with those services, but also helping my family.
There you go. Awesome, great job.
We're gonna pull 2. And remember, I said you have to be present. Don't nobody get mad. I didn't have to listen to it for that.
Miss Connie Henderson.
I didn't get one of those.
Connie Henderson.
Connie Henderson.
Connie Henderson.
Okay.
Going
Here's what
once.
we do with those.
And I'm saying, did you put everybody's name in there?
Right, now here's what we do now. If you were here last month, your name is in here. Your name's not gonna go in here until November for the people that's here today. That's not already in the bag. So we do it, every month. So now the people that are here from October, they're gonna be in the bag for November. People in December, because, we only meet, once a month. So if you've been here since the beginning, well, your name is already in here and you haven't had it full. Okay.
No, Connie Henderson.
And we'll throw Connie back in there, but Not for now.
Miss Audrey Ramsey.
That's right.
What's the date? There you go. And what's the date? 20.
Miss Bridget Sylvie. Sylvie. Bridget Sylvie.
Once. Twice, okay, we're gonna hold on to her.
Jackie Molden.
Jackie Molden, step on up.
That one, thank you, sir. Here you go. No, I got everything I need. I need, they can go back in, bam, bam. Okay. Question. Going once, question online? Hand up, yes, ma'am. That was my next thing. I'm glad you brought that up, because show some of mine. What we're gonna do. We're gonna do our trunk or treat. That's gonna be on October 31st here at the station. Two things. One, we would like donation, candy or money. If you do money, I'm gonna purchase all the candy. I'll tell you next month what we collected, and then I'll bring all the candy and make sure it gets here to the station. Also, if you want to decorate your car, we need cars so the kids can go from car to car to get candy. If you want to participate with a vehicle, please call up here to the station so that we don't get overwhelmed. So you want to call 596-1118. That's community relations, and let them know I want to participate in the trunk or treat. I like to bring my car, or if you don't want to do any money or anything tonight, then you can just bring your candy right to community relations. So you got a couple of options you can do here. Okay, we really like vehicles as well. What am I missing?
Pat had her hand up.
Oh, hey, Pat.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Just a quick question. When is the cutoff date to bring the candy or money to the to give to, I guess, to the precinct?
Okay. But we still have, are we gonna pack it?
No, it's gotta be individually wrapped, so there's no packing.
We're not putting them in bags like we used to, none of that.
No.
Okay.
They're,
Well, then,
they're actually going, they're gonna come with their bags, they're gonna.
we just gonna throw them in.
Trick or treat.
Okay. 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 Well, then 2 days before.
2 days before?
2 days before.
Okay, but the money, you want that if it's,
I need that at least a week before, because I'll be doing the shopping for that. If
Okay.
you don't bring it up here, so it's your choice of what you want to do.
okay, no worries, okay.
Okay, don't bring no money to the station. We're gonna cut that out. Don't bring none to the station. I'll take it all. But here's the deal. You could put my name on the envelope. Can they do that?
They can do that.
Okay, can put my name on the envelope, and it has to be sealed if you want to bring it up here.
Okay, all right,
But
thank
they'll
you.
make sure that I get it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, so did everybody hear that? If you want to bring money up here, you can do it, but it has to be sealed in the envelope and it has to be in my name. Okay, so that I can
Or if they want to.
get it to go.
With a check or something like that, they can do it with the Public Safety Foundation.
We're not doing no job.
Let them go through,
Yeah,
community relations council.
yeah, we'll do it, the council will handle the candy for our community, okay? Any other questions? So 2 days before, we need the candy, and please, if you want to decorate your car or have your car participate in the trunk or treat, make sure you call up here. so that we can say, yeah, we have enough cars or we're over the limit, okay? Any of, yes, ma'am.
You can leave the money with you tonight. right?
Yes, you can, and we're gonna write it down in the book and how much you left. Any other questions? Once, twice? You guys have a good evening.
Hold on, before everybody leaves, we got one thing we gotta do. So we're gonna take a picture right in front of the sign, with Dr. Dudley, her crew, and our officers. And I need you guys to hold up your red ribbons. So this is gonna be proof, that we are starting this, thing off together. So, we're gonna log out. It's gonna take 2 seconds to take this picture.